Everyone, thank you for watching my YouTube video. This is a video about social psychology. For this video, we are going to explain why some people in the society, in the world, so they always have more power than others. And then if you like, so what you can do in order to improve your power. So that's why after this video, please don't tell anyone you are always powerless. So but if you really want to increase your power, you can always do. So that's why we have a topic talking about the 5 forms of power, or sometimes we say types of power. All right. Before we start the video, so if you're not yet subscribe my channel, please do so. Please also click the small bell button, and then you will get notification whenever I have update YouTube video. And then please like and share my video to your friends, especially the friends love psychology. All right. So from the page, you see we have 5 forms of power. 5 forms of powers basically mean people, or 5 sources of power. That means people actually have different ways to gain power and make themselves powerful, right? So I'm giving some example to elaborate all this. So imagine now you are someone without power. Okay, so without power means, according to social psychology, so you have higher chance to get influenced by people, controlled by people. And then suddenly you don't want to continue your life like this, so you want to gain certain amount of power. You want to influence others. Okay, so what you can do? So now we start from the left hand side. The first called legitimate power. What is a legitimate power? Legitimate power basically means you get a position, you get a role, and then not because you have power, because your role give you power, or the position give you power. Example would be like a small kid at school, before getting the monitor badge or a class representative badge. Okay, so he was powerless. But once the teacher appoint him as a class monitor or head student, whatever, so he suddenly become powerful. So this is the source you can get. This is the way you can improve your power. So now you know why some people so they go politics. Okay, so because when you get elected, so you get a position and you get power, right? The legitimate power. For example, like the government officials or immigration people or law enforcer. So they are all powerful because they got legitimate power. Okay, so someone give them the power in terms of this. All right. The second would be reward, or sometimes we call rewarding power. Rewarding power means if you have something to reward people, to give people, that would be powerful. So this is pretty common among rich people. Okay, so rich people, they have money. So for example, they give a lot of things that their followers. Example, like your boss. So your boss can give you free lunch or free dinner. Okay, this is powerful. So especially if you have friends, so they are very rich. Okay, so they always buy you free lunch. So they are powerful. So that's why sometimes when they ask you to do something, you feel difficult to reject, right? So this is rewarding power. But of course, the rewarding power not necessarily good for everyone, because if you are not very rich, you can't gain reward power. So that's why you have to consider something else, right? So number three called coercive. Coercive power means force. You use your force, physical force, and then you make people obey to you because of your physical power, coercive power. For example, at school you have some big guy. Okay, so they love threatening people. They say, if you don't follow me, if you don't help, if you don't do this or you don't do that, and I'm going to give you lesson. Okay, so beating you up or giving a hard time. Okay, so coercive power is pretty like primitive, like physical power, like animal, right? A strong animal, small animal. The wise strong animal can normally control a small animal, so because of coercive power, right? But of course, coercive power always lead to a lot of violence or even illegal consequence. Okay, so coercive power. Okay, so that's why a punishment is coercive power. But of course, it's not very good. If this is talking about relationship between parents and children, right? So number 4 would be expert power. Expert power means you have certain information, you have some expertise, you have some professional knowledge, which not all everyone have. Okay, so if I say, for example, at your workplace, you have a staff, so even not very high-ranking person, but this person with some expertise or some knowledge about information science or computer. So at the moment, everyone looking for this kind of knowledge, this kind of information, that person suddenly become very, very powerful. But in all the normal times, so he not necessarily that influential, that powerful. But at the moment, everyone needs that kind of information, that kind of professional knowledge. So he become very, very influential, very useful. Okay, so for example, some people, they normally they are not very powerful, but he know a lot knowledge about cell phone, for example, the function of iPhone, whatever, right? So when your iPhone or cell phone goes down, okay, he or she become very, very powerful. You just follow him, or even you pay him a lot of money. Okay, so the expert's power. All right. So now we go to the last called reference power. Reference power means you make people like you, and then you can control people, you can influence people when they like you. Okay, so that's why sometimes we call reference power feminine power, because women, they tend to influence people in this way. All right, so if you have a boss, so if you have male boss or female boss, so you prefer for a different treatment. Male boss normally use some other kind of power to influence you. For example, give you reward, or threaten you, or telling you he has some knowledge which you don't have, right? But reference power, if you have a female boss, so the female boss always treat you well, give you warmth, give you cares, and then from time to time you feel very, very comfortable. You like the person. When you like the person, you tend to listen to him, and then you will get influenced by him or her. Okay, reference power. Talk about relationship. In the world, we have a lot of people. They love influence people. In terms of reference, in terms of relationship, treat you well, and then you will pay. Okay, so this is what I want everyone to know. In terms of the world of social psychology, so we don't believe anyone in the world always or extremely powerless, right? As long as you can choose different types of power or sources of power, then you can achieve something you like. Okay, this is the end of today. See you next week. Bye bye.